Good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. If you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by Autistics for Autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The JRC doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused. You know the drill, folks. Read the article, share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. They are crowdfunding just in case the JRC ever does actually see through with their threat. All right, folks. Trigger warning one. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is very much advised, all right? All right, comment 24. A comment questions the FDA's scientific basis for inferring that seizures or heart palpitations may result from application of ESDs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are we for real right now? Are you for real right now? Let me put it in perspective for you for the upteenth time, you sadistic, evil, stupid. If you are shocking someone repeatedly with a device that is at just below the lethal limit, when we know for a fact that you can shoot a 250-pound muscle-bound man high on PCP, running like he's a berserker from the Viking era, use a stun gun on them, and running literally just 2 to 3 mph or MPA. I'm sorry, it has dropped and caused heart attacks and have killed men like that. I've seen the reports. But you are then going to claim that there is no scientific basis for the far many more volts of electricity that you are pumping through these kids, not just once, like the police taser, but repeatedly, I might add, is not going to cause seizures or heart palpitations, because I call bullshit. I call major bullshit. The fact of the matter is, even with ECT, this is mentioned always as a risk. Always as a risk. It's listed as a risk for a police taser. But you're going to tell me that yours is just so gosh darn special, magical, shocking machine that you can have it run way higher voltage than a police taser. Use it more often and within a shorter period of time. More electricity you're pumping through the hearts and veins of those kids, and you're going to try and tell me with your full goddamn chest that that doesn't cause seizures or heart palpitations? The way I wanna lock some of these people in a room with my mother for maybe 24, hell, let's give them 72 hours. It's just God. So let's talk about the comment, shall we? Because I'll get into the response in another day. It blows my mind that this JRC Kool-Aid drinker wants to try and tell us that there is no scientific basis for that much electricity being intentionally pushed through someone's veins to cause heart issues. But the science says that is utter bullshit. Because we know the common police taser has caused in men or other folks that they're tasing has caused heart issues, heart conditions, heart attacks that basically caused them to drop dead. Not running at near the voltage that the JRC uses. Okay? Think about this for a minute. Pulsing electricity through a human being is going to run the risk of heart palpitations or seizures, period. I've grown up around hospitals, ERs, my whole life. My mom's been in healthcare for over 40 years. Even when they have to shock you back into life, they do warn the patients. I know this because I've seen it with my own eyes through hospital doors. Here. They warn of these exact things that we're talking about here. Okay? You're going to dismiss a statement like that because it's very much utterly garbage. It's kind of much like reading some of the, well, we'll not get into that again for the upteenth time. But this is one of the worst arguments. That's what I mean. These folks can't argue on the science. And if you read some of these comments, I think you can tell that they can't argue with logic and reason with these questions that the FDA and everybody else and their mother that's ever heard of this damn case have raised. The science doesn't back what they're saying here. The science backs that this device is dangerous, that it is known to cause second and third degree burns. It has caused catatonia. It has caused loss of feeling in the places where the electrodes were stuck on the skin. It has caused, along with the other psychotic things they get up to at the JRC, it is a contributing factor majorly towards PTSD and other mental health issues that they may have not had previously that they sure as hell have now. Yeah. FDA is siding with logic and reason. The JRC has fallen so far backwards trying to defend themselves, but they can't. At the end of the day, they know the science doesn't back them. They know the entirety of the rest of the medical model for all its multitude of issues. And boy, we will be getting into that at some point someday. Even they have completely and utterly removed physical adversive therapy. Not even mainstream ABA backs their approach. And all the data, the numbers of actual improvement has been on the side of getting away from this barbaric insanity. So kind of like an stand, and yes, I'm going to bring it in here. The comments are going to continue to get devolve, and the arguments are going to continue to get dumber and dumber and dumber. Just a warning. We're going to close on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll probably see you in a few seconds. Bye-bye, everyone.